Alright, you guys blew that video up, and clearly all of you guys have tastes, so the overwhelming request was female pirates. I dressed for the occasion. So here are 5 female pirates that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Excuse me for the mispronunciations, I'm gonna try my hardest. 1. Zhang Yi Sao. Active in the early 1800s. She started in a floating brothel, married a pirate captain, and when he died, she took over his fleet and made it one of the biggest pirate empires in history. We're talking tens of thousands of pirates. She enforced strict laws, controlled coastlines. Even the Chinese government struggled to stop her. And then around 1810, she negotiated her own surrender, kept her wealth, and retired peacefully. What a queen. 2. Saida al-Hurra. Active in the early to mid 1500s. She wasn't just a pirate, she was a ruler. Saida was the governor of Tetuan, Morocco, and controlled the western Mediterranean waters. She rebuilt Tetuan after it had been destroyed over years of conflict. She worked with the Ottomans, targeted European ships, and became so powerful that Spain and Portugal treated her as a real political force. She was power personified. 3. Grace O'Malley. Active in the mid to late 1500s, she commanded ships along the Irish coast and challenged English rule. Tensions peaked when the English governor started seizing her lands and imprisoning her family. So around 1593, she sailed to England and negotiated directly with Queen Elizabeth I herself, face to face. That confidence is unreal. 4. Jeanne de Clisson. Active around the 1340s, after her husband was executed by the French king, she turned that into a full revenge campaign. She sold her lands, she built ships, and became known as the Lioness of Brittany, targeting French vessels for years. It wasn't just random piracy, she made it very, very personal. And finally, Rachel Wall. She was active around the late 1700s, around the time of the American Revolution. She and her crew would fake distress at sea to lure ships in, and when help came, she attacked them and robbed them. She was one of the only documented female pirates in early America, and unfortunately her story ends in 1789 at the gallows. So, this has officially become a series. And next up, because so many of you asked, we're diving into Aqua Tofana. And that story is absolutely wild. So thank you and stay tuned.